The All Blacks era has come to an end. It's over. It's over. But that's not a bad thing. It's a beautiful thing. Rugby is no longer a one-nation show. Argentina, biggest upset in history, beating us, the mighty All Blacks. Man, you got to give credit, man. And they're probably celebrating that win they're going to celebrate for a very long time. Honestly, good for them. They deserve it. Good for them. They thoroughly deserve it. They worked tirelessly hard. But now they used to be underdogs and now they are contenders. Man, congratulations on Argentina again, man. I salute. Awesome. And then you have Italy. Now, last year in the Northern Tour, man, they gave it to us, the All Blacks. They showed a lot of heart, fighting spirit. Italy, you can't underestimate Italy. Then you have South Africa, the world champs. And then you have France on the other hand. And then you have all the Northern Hemisphere teams. You know, isn't that beautiful? You know, it's great for the game. Good for the game. Honestly, it's good. It is good. But I'm loving every second of it. I'm loving it. And this is the most exciting time to be a rugby fan, just like myself. And here's why. Because rugby fans, let's be honest, there was a time when the All Blacks were so dominant and you could almost switch the channel off at half time and you knew the result before the whistle blew. But now you can't blink, you can't predict, and you can't assume. The gap is closing. Fast. Real fast. And that makes the modern game thrilling, unpredictable, and global in a way we've never seen before. I'm here to share my honest thoughts on why I am more in love with rugby now than ever before. Even though, and maybe because the All Blacks are no longer the untouchables, I think, to be honest, I'm just super happy. Happy for those nations that beat us. Because it's boring. The All Blacks always win, man. Come on. It's boring. You know, back then when I was watching the ABs, yeah, they're so dominant. And then I got bored of it. I was like, man, you know what? Nah. You know, All Blacks are definitely going to win. But now, ain't happening. So, let's set the record straight, though. Okay, let's set the record straight. Let's talk facts. Now, the All Blacks will always be one of the most iconic teams in rugby history. 3 World Cups, generations of greatness. Haka that sends chills around the world, a legacy that can't be erased. Our history cannot be erased and never should be. But every era has its time. And dominance of New Zealand rugby, that time has passed. The Silver Fern still stands proud, but now it stands among equals, and honestly, that's beautiful for the game. You know, South Africa, the current world champions, you know, the Wallabies just pull up an upset, you know, against the world champs. And that's one of the biggest wins in history. You know, we talked about Argentina pulling off an upset, you know, against the mighty All Blacks. And now the Wallabies, you know, they're building nicely. You know, a team that you just can't underestimate, pull off an upset against the world champs. Can you believe that, man? But now they are back on top again. And that's good to see. It's awesome to see. But yeah, South Africa, their power, strategy and physicality are unmatched. We know about South Africa. We know how good they are, dangerous, physical, and they are not just strong, they are smart. And I can't wait. Not long until the Eden Park clash. Can you believe that, man? I can't wait. Let's go. I'm pumped. I'm ready. Man, I'm ready to put my boots on. Ready to put everything on. It gives me chills and goosebumps. Woo! Man, I'm on fire. Yeah, I'm on fire. Can't wait. And then you have France. Yes. Electric, technical and fearless. They are building something real and sustainable. And then you have Argentina, I mentioned about them. They are no longer the underdogs, as I mentioned, and they've beaten the All Blacks in New Zealand and now at their home soil. As we already covered, they're unpredictable, so you can't underestimate the Argentinians. They beat the Lions. Can you believe that? Yeah, you can't beat that in 2025. They upset the Lions. Wow, that's huge. And then we have Australia, as I mentioned before, the Aussies rebuilding, yes, but the potential was there. And when they get it right, they are lethal. And honestly, that's magic. These nations are no longer chasing shadows. They are eye to eye with the giants now, with the best. But this new balance, it's good. It's great. And it's everything the game needs. Think about it. We now watch games not to see who wins, but how they'll win, and who shows up, who surprises, who falls short. Rugby is now about tactics. Since the laws, the new laws have been, implemented. It's crazy. And also the TMO, obviously, about the TMO. I'm not complaining, but it is what it is. And then, think about it. It's not just dominance anymore. It's about heart and not just history. And most importantly, it's global. And it's not just the All Blacks. It's everyone else. Okay, let's put it this way. It's everyone else. Now, every match, it could go either way. That's what makes 2025 one of the most exciting years yet. But this year's Rugby Championship, it's stacked, it's different. Argentina and Australia are both out to prove something as they face each other. They want to show that they belong at the very top, and not just occasionally. But then you have the All Blacks and the Springbok as they prepare for their clash in Eden Park, our fortress. That's no longer a battle of a first versus second. It's a 50-50, down to the wire. Gladiator match, man. Honestly, it's going to be a gladiator match. Game of the year. Game of the year since the Rugby World Cup in 2023. Honestly, these aren't just matches. They are statements. And I can't wait, man. I am super excited. I can't wait. Anyways, I want to hear from you. Is the All Blacks era truly over? That's the question. Which nation are you most excited about in 2025? Not only, this competition, the Rugby Championship, but also the end of year tour. And who do you think will win the Rugby Championship this year in 2025? Be interesting. I mean, every team has got to win. That's amazing. All teams have got to win. So it's even. It could go either way. So I don't know. I'm not going to predict it because I don't know. I don't know who's going to win it. So drop your thoughts in the comments below. But if you love this new era of global rugby as much as I do, don't forget to hit subscribe button and join me on this journey. And the world is catching up and it's never looked better. So thanks for tuning in. And remember, keep supporting your rugby teams and keep the rugby spirit alive. and we'll see you in the next video.